So in this video, we are going to discuss about the continuity series of few most important and powerful browser extensions which are mostly used in bug bounties. Part 2. So here are the few more powerful browser extensions. So the first browser extension we are going to discuss is about, most of you guys already know about it. So it is cookie editor. Okay, so cookie editor is basically used for the applications which uses a cookie as a authentication, and where we can modify the cookie authentication token of other users and try to log into the other user accounts. Okay, so let's say let's take an example of a vulnerable application. Okay, I've already logged into this application. Let me re-log in. So I've already logged into this application. Now if I click on this cookie editor, so I basically get a list of cookie parameters that are being used within the request. So this is the cookie parameter name and this is the parameter value, and the cookie value of this particular logged in user is test and text, and there could be some alphanumeric characters string for some other applications, but this application has this kind of authentication type. Okay, so here what we can do is, like, if you get other users you have stolen the cookies of other users and you wanted to try login, instead of going to the inspect element and changing the cookies inside the browser, etc., you can just use this extension cookie editor and replace this cookie value with other users cookie value and try to log into the other user's account. Okay, this will be very much handy at the time of performing exploitation of the vulnerabilities. Okay, like for example, if you have stolen the cookies using cross-site scripting vulnerabilities or etc., so you can just try to log in into the other user's account by just replacing your cookie with that stolen user cookie, and you can log into the other user's account. Okay, so that's very simple usage of this particular extension. And next, coming to the another extension, which is Google Maps API key check. Okay, so this particular extension comes very handy when you find Google Maps API keys in any of the applications, like whether it be web applications or mobile Android applications, iOS applications, thick client, etc. There we can see, just by browsing the applications, we can find a lot of Google Map API keys inside the that are being leaked inside the application JavaScript files or HTML files, etc. But if you want to exploit it, so there are some CLI tools and etc. But you can make this particular extension very handy. Just copy that Google Maps API key and paste it over here, and you can basically check whether this particular token is valid or not. If it is valid, how far you can go with this particular leaked API keys. Okay, so let's check how we can basically find this use this particular extension. So there's an application called Swiggy. Okay, so most of the users know about how this application works, and also this application leaks Google Maps API key in one of the JavaScript files. So this is the JavaScript file. So let's reload this link, and here is the Google Maps API key. Let's Control F, Control V, and let's copy the complete API key or from here, and just click on that extension and paste the extension over here and check whether it is a valid one or not. It is a valid one, but it has certain restrictions on this particular key, which is pretty much secure. If at all it is not secure, you could have get a lot of other information apart from this. Okay, so this extension will come very handy. Make sure to install on your browsers. Okay, so then coming to the next extension, which is Yes We Hack VDP Finder. Okay, so if instead of going to this HackerOne, you can also use Google Docs to find various bug bounty programs, VDP programs inside who runs their own individual bug bounty program. Okay, so but instead of if you wanted to know, let's say I'm using this Swiggy as an example. Okay, again, let's reload this application. I just wanted to know whether this Swiggy has bug bounty individual VDP program or not. So I just wanted to know about that, so I just reloaded the application, and you need to click on that extension, and it will say whether it has separate VDP program or not. I believe this has its own security@swiggy.com email, but it doesn't have any separate page like security page, security.txt page, etc. This extension will only find the applications, the domains which has security.txt file inside the application. Okay, so this swiggy.com has a VDP program, but it doesn't have these kind of pages like security.txt, etc. So that's the reason this extension couldn't able to find it. But there are let's take an example of, again, Facebook. We all know Facebook has its own VDP program. Just click on that extension, Okay, so BDP has loaded. So here it found a couple of security.txt pages of Facebook. So you just need to click on if you found any vulnerability on any application, just use this extension and get the appropriate security links of that particular application and submit the vulnerabilities to the application. So this extension will be very much handy for most of the bug bounty hunters who are trying to hunt on the VDP programs. Okay, so next coming to another extension, which is Vulner's Web Scanner. Okay, so even this particular extension works same like Wappalyzer, built with etc., but it also gives you the findings, like let's say Nginx server which could be outdated. So it will scan for the outdated vulnerabilities which are there for that particular version, and it will showcase over in this extension. Okay, not only the servers, or there could be other the technology related vulnerabilities, etc., all those will be showcased in this particular extension. So let's take an example of one application. So random application I've taken. So just click on after reloading the application, just click on the extension. So it will, let's reload the application again. Okay, so let's take another application here. So let's see what all vulnerabilities we can find. As you can see, there's a pop-up over here. I think it has found some vulnerabilities. Apache headers not vulnerable. So it has found few Apache related headers in the response headers. So, but there are no related vulnerabilities that were found in this particular application. Okay, so this is the basic usage of this extension. You can use on any application, and you can find the vulnerabilities on the go. Okay, by just browsing it. Okay, so next coming to the another extension, which is well-known extension, which is retire.js. Okay, so let's take another an example. So I've reloaded this application. I've clicked on it, and it has given all the list of vulnerabilities related to the client side related vulnerabilities, like the bootstrap version, older version used, or jQuery related versions, vulnerabilities, and movement.js, and there are few CVs or few publicly exploitable vulnerabilities that could be there. So you just need to look out for list of outdated versions that are being used within this application, either it be bootstrap or JavaScript or anything, okay, jQuery or anything. Okay, so like this this extension will again come as a handy. By just clicking on it, you can find very low hanging fruit vulnerabilities on the go. Okay, so coming to the another extension, which is Showdown. In order to use this particular extension, after installing this extension, you have to sign into the extension with your Showdown account, and after that you can get a lot of fruitful vulnerabilities. Okay, so in order to find vulnerabilities using Showdown, you just need to click on the extension again over here. Okay, so then there are very much important details that are being disclosed in this particular extension of that particular application. So let's say either it be IP address of the application, or the ports that are open for that particular application, and also the vulnerabilities or CVEs that are basically associated with that particular service running, or the version that is being used within the server. Okay, so you can see over here the IP addresses of this particular application is this, and the host names that are this, and vulnerabilities like open ports are these two, and the vulnerabilities that are associated with this IP address are these. These are the list of CVEs that are there. You can just copy the CVE and look out for the publicly available exploit, and try, if at all there is any publicly available exploit, you can try exploiting that vulnerability. Okay, and also you can if you wanted to know the detailed breakup of the IP address and list of ports and request, response, and the CVEs, etc., you just need to click on that view IP details, and you can see all the complete information of the particular IP. Okay, so here this is how we can use Showdown extension. Okay, so next coming to this open multiple URLs. So this is basically very much useful extension, where if you at the time of reconnaissance, you will be able to find a lot of subdomains of the target. Okay, so you just need to copy all the subdomains, and if you wanted to know which is critical subdomain and which subdomain works, which subdomain is not working, so you just need to copy all those subdomain names and paste it over here. Okay, and click on open all URLs. So it will this particular extension will open all the inserted subdomains in each and every tab, and you just need to click on each tab and see what is that subdomain, and if it has any login page or not. Okay, if it is a default page or not, if the subdomain is live or not. So you just need to click on the tabs and see, okay, one after the other, and see whether you can exploit it, or so you can perform subdomain takeover or not. Okay, so this particular extension will be helpful, very much helpful for at the time of reconnaissance. Okay. And coming to the another most useful extension, which is CSP evaluator. Okay, so let's take an example of Facebook again. Okay, so I've reloaded the application again, and after reloading it, this extension will turn into red, and you just need to click on it. Okay, so you can see all these are CSP directories, and you can see basically a list of CSP inside the CSP header. What are the directories that are being used, like which are vulnerable or not. Okay, you can see the script src is not used, which could be it is showing as high severity, but it again comes as a low or informative severity, but this is a vulnerability. Okay, so we don't know whether Facebook accepts this kind of vulnerabilities or not, but it's better to, if you are performing 360-degree pen testing on any application or any target, these kind of vulnerabilities will matter. Okay, so you have to report even it is an informative severity to the client. Okay, so in that case, these kind of vulnerabilities will be very much useful, okay, to showcase to the client. Okay, so the script src is not being used, object src is not being used, base URL is not being used. So all these are marked as red, and which are high severity, but it is informative or low severity. But not only CSP misconfigurations or anything, we can also find subdomains, which are hidden subdomains inside the CSP header by just clicking on expand. Okay, so you can see fbsvx.com, that could be related to Facebook, facebook.com, fbcdn.net. Okay, so all these are related domains or TLDs or subdomains that are related to the Facebook. Okay, again, you can see a lot of subdomains that are inside the CSP directories. Okay, so there could be others as well, like there are some web sockets that are being used, okay, and a few subdomains and cdninstagram.com. So you just need to copy all the subdomains inside the CSP header as well. That could be, again, who knows, like which domain has which vulnerability. So you have to just give a trial and error by accessing all these subdomains, and find vulnerabilities in this. Okay, so this header, this extension could be used either ways. You can find vulnerabilities inside the CSP of the particular application, and you can also enumerate the subdomains inside the CSP headers. Okay, so that is about CSP evaluator. And coming to the another extension, which is OWASP security scan. Okay, pen testing, penetration testing scan. Okay, so which this basically it doesn't require any OWASP zap or Burp suite active scanner or passive scanner. You just need this particular extension to perform SAST, DAST, IAST, SCA, etc. Okay, so you just need to access this whatever target you're going to access it. Just after accessing the particular target in the browser, open this extension and click on start scan. Okay, I've already started the scanning. That's the reason it is showing stop runtime scan, but there could be a button which is saying start scan. You just need to click on start scan, and it will crawl the complete application, and it will perform dash scanning on this particular application and find vulnerabilities in it. As you can see, it has already found. The scanning was started 15 minutes back at the time before the recording started. So it already found 48 attacks and 11 findings, and which are 2 high and 9 medium. Okay, so it found basically SQL injection and missing content CSP headers, and low hanging fruit vulnerabilities exposed by header missing, etc. Okay, so it will basically look out for all the OWASP related checklist scanning at time of scanning. So you can also perform SAST scanning as well on this application, and IAST scanning and SCA scanning as well. Okay, so there are other very beautiful features inside the extension, which are JWT token decoding, etc. So this is all-in-one extension, which is at the time of bug bounty hunting. Okay, so make sure to install this extension and use it at the time of bug bounty hunting, which comes as a very handy. Like even if you are performing any freelancing job on while pen testing any application or target. So this, if you believe that, if you having a doubt saying that okay, I might have missed out a few low hanging fruit vulnerabilities, etc. This tool comes, this extension will come into the picture, and we will find each and every low hanging fruit vulnerability to the critical severe vulnerabilities. Okay, so make sure to use this extension, which will be very much useful for you guys. Okay, and next coming to the another last extension, which is Mitaka. Okay, so Mitaka is the OS int one of the OS int extension, where you can basically look out for the target domain and scan using Census. If you want to scan using Showdown, if you want to scan using VirusTotal, etc., you just need to click on that particular option. That's it. So here I'm taking again Swiggy as an example. Okay, so in a Swiggy, not only Swiggy, any application or any domain you take, any website you take, if that domain has a website in it, in the page, so select that domain, okay, and right click on it and go to the Mitaka section and click on any option you wanted. If you want to look out for way back URLs or anything, like you can just click on this archive.org. It will open a new tab and it will go to the particular, it will scan that particular wayback machine using this wayback archive.org. Okay, so if you want to use URL scan.io, let's select again Mitaka, and if you want to perform URL scan.io, you just need to click on this and it will automatically insert the docs inside the URL scan website, and it will give you complete list of details or information related to swiggy.com. Okay, so everything is just on one click away. Okay, so you just need to click on this, select the domain and select Mitaka, and if you want to perform whatever, like virus total. Okay, so you go to the virus total and perform scanning on that particular domain. Okay, so this again comes as a very handy tool at the time of performing reconnaissance on the specific target. So I hope most of you guys found this particular videos, series of videos as very much informative. So if you like this video, please make sure to like and share, and if you like the video as well, make sure to keep a comment in the video. So it will be very much motivated for me to create more and more videos related to this. Okay, so make sure to subscribe. If any of your friends doesn't know all this type of tools or extensions, so please make sure to share to them, so everyone will be aware of this kind of extensions and everything. So please make sure to share and subscribe and like and comment. Okay, thank you so much.